Beginner dialogues giving and requesting personal information. Use this role play to practice asking about personal information.
Make sure you know how to ask questions with the verb to be.
Personal information includes information about a person's job, marital status, address, phone number, etc.
These questions are important when providing information at banks, schools, stores, when taking surveys and more. Practicing dialogues with personal information. What's your surname, last name, family name? My surname, last name, family name, is Smith. What's your first name? My first name is Fred. Where are you from? I'm from, place. What's your job? Or, what do you do for a living? I'm a. Occupation. What's your address? My address is, state address. What is your telephone number? My number is, state phone number. How old are you? I am, state age. Are you married or single? I am married, single, engaged, divorced, separated, and what are your hobbies? List hobbies, for example, painting, going windsurfing and watching TV. Key vocabulary. Surname, family name, first name. Numbers. Address. Telephone number. Married, single, engaged, divorced, separated. Hobbies. Beginner English language practice, in a motel, hotel. Make sure to understand the use of the verb, like, when checking into a hotel, as well as how to ask polite questions with the modal verbs, can, and, may. Understanding vocabulary related to travel will help you communicate when you are in a motel or a hotel. Getting a room for the night.
Good evening.
Can I help you?
Yes, please.
I'd like a room for the night. Would you like a single room or a double room?
A single room, please.
How much is the room? It's $55 per night. Can I pay by credit card? Certainly.
We take Visa, MasterCard and American Express.
Could you fill in this form, please? Key vocabulary. Can I help you? I'd like a room. Single, double room. Can I pay by credit card? Fill in this form. Passport number. Room number. Reception. Where is the elevator? Lobby. Is breakfast included? Do you offer room service? Important phrases for English telephone conversations. Telephoning in English includes learning a number of special phrases, as well as focusing on listening skills. Some of the most important phrases include how to answer the phone, how to ask for others, how to connect, and how to take messages. Introducing yourself. Here are a few ways to informally introduce yourself on the telephone. This is Ken. Hello, Ken speaking. If you'd like to reply more formally, use your full name. This is Jennifer Smith speaking. Hello, Jennifer Smith speaking. If you are answering for a business, just state the business name. In this case, it's common to ask how you can help. Good morning, Thompson Company. How may I help you? Plumber's Insurance. How can I be of service today? British, American difference. Hello, this is Ken. Brighton 098764. The first example response is in American English and the second is in British English. As you can see, there are differences in both forms. The telephone articles include both British and American English, as well as phrases that are common to both forms. In American English, we answer the phone stating, "This is." In British English, it's common to answer the phone by stating the telephone number. The phrase, "This is," is used only on the telephone to substitute the phrase, "My name is," which is not used to answer the telephone. Asking who is on the telephone. Sometimes, you'll need to find out who is calling. Ask them politely for this information. Asking for someone. At other times, you'll need to speak to someone else. This is especially true when you telephone a business. Here are some examples. Connecting someone. If you answer the phone, you might need to connect the caller to someone at your business. Here are some useful phrases. 1. I'll put you through. Put through phrasal verb meaning connect. 2. Can you hold the line? Can you hold on a moment? When someone is not available. These phrases can be used to express that someone is not available to speak on the telephone. 1. I'm afraid is not available at the moment. 2. The line is busy when the extension requested is being used. 3. Mr. Jackson isn't in. Mr. Jackson is out at the moment. Taking a message. If someone isn't available, you might want to take a message to help the caller. Could, can, may I take a message? Could, can, may I tell him who is calling?
Would you like to leave a message?
Continue practicing your skills by using the practical exercises below, which include information on leaving messages on the telephone, how to ask native speakers to slow down, role plays on the telephone and more. Practice with a role play. Begin by learning important telephone English with the dialogue below. Here is a short telephone conversation with some of the key phrases. Hello, Frank and Brothers. How can I help you? This is Peter Jackson. Can I have extension 3421? Certainly, hold on a minute, I'll put you through. Bob Peterson's office, Frank speaking. This is Peter Jackson calling, is Bob in? I'm afraid he's out at the moment. Can I take a message? Yes, could you ask him to call me at? I need to talk to him about the new OVO line, it's urgent. Could you repeat the number please? Yes, that's. And this is Peter Jackson. Thank you Mr. Jackson. I'll make sure Bob gets this ASAP. Thanks. Bye. Bye. As you can see, the language is rather informal and there are some important differences from face-to-face conversational English.
ESL lessons. Personal and family information. Learning personal and family information is a foundational element of language acquisition. It equips learners with the essential language tools required for effective communication in both personal and professional contexts. By grasping these fundamental concepts, students can introduce themselves, answer basic questions, and engage in everyday conversations, which are vital skills for integration into an English-speaking environment. Furthermore, exploring family information not only aids in vocabulary expansion but also allows ESL students to share insights into their lives, fostering meaningful connections with native speakers and fellow learners. Understanding family dynamics and relationships is a cultural bridge, enabling students to comprehend and appreciate the nuances of English-speaking societies. The importance of personal and family information in ESL lessons. Teaching personal and family information in ESL classes serves as the cornerstone for effective communication. Understanding how to introduce oneself, share personal details, and talk about family members fosters confidence and fluency in language learners. These lessons provide a practical context for vocabulary acquisition, grammar application, and speaking practice. Additionally, learning about personal and family information enhances cultural awareness, as customs and terminologies related to familial relationships may differ across cultures. Teaching methods and approaches. ESL educators employ various interactive methods and approaches to teach personal and family information effectively. Role-playing exercises allow students to practice real-life conversations, enabling them to apply newly acquired vocabulary and sentence structures. Flashcards, multimedia presentations, and storytelling techniques make the learning process engaging and memorable. Pair and group activities encourage students to interact, ask questions, and share information, fostering a collaborative learning environment. Benefits of teaching personal and family information. Enhanced communication skills. ESL learners become proficient in introducing themselves and discussing their families, leading to improved communication skills in both formal and informal settings. Cultural understanding. Exploring different family structures and customs enhances cultural sensitivity, promoting respect and understanding among diverse communities. Confidence building. Mastering personal and family information empowers learners, boosting their confidence to engage in conversations with native speakers and peers. Language retention. Applying language skills to real-life scenarios, such as talking about family, enhances language retention and long-term learning. Real-world applications. The knowledge gained from ESL lessons on personal and family information has practical applications beyond the classroom. ESL learners can confidently introduce themselves during job interviews, social gatherings, or community events. Understanding family terms helps them navigate social interactions, strengthening connections with colleagues, neighbors, and friends. Furthermore, these skills are invaluable for immigrants and newcomers, facilitating integration into new communities and fostering a sense of belonging. Here are some sample questions. What's your name? How old are you? Where are you from? What do you do for a living? How many people are there in your family? Who is the oldest in your family? Do you have any siblings? How many? What's your mother's name? Introduce and practice key vocabulary related to personal information and family members. Name, age, nationality, occupation, family, mother, father, sister, brother, grandmother, grandfather. Conclusion. ESL lessons focusing on personal and family information play a pivotal role in language acquisition, empowering learners with essential communication skills and cultural insights. By embracing interactive teaching methods and recognizing the real-world applications of this topic, ESL educators pave the way for students to thrive not only in language proficiency but also in their social and cultural interactions. As learners navigate the complexities of personal and family information, they embark on a journey toward linguistic fluency, intercultural understanding, and meaningful connections in their adopted language. ESL lessons, numbers in English. Introduction. Are you sometimes confused about when to use cardinal numbers like 3, and when to use ordinal numbers like third? Learning how to use these numbers correctly is crucial if you want to communicate like a native English speaker. In this guide, we will explain the difference between cardinal and ordinal numbers, why it's important to learn how to use them, and give you plenty of examples and tips to help improve your skill. So, let's dive in and explore this fascinating topic together. Cardinal numbers in English. Cardinal numbers are what we typically think of as basic counting numbers in English, such as 1, 2, 3, and so on. They allow us to identify how many of something we have, without considering the order in which the items are arranged. Cardinal numbers are a fundamental part of everyday conversations and can be used in a wide variety of scenarios. From counting the pieces of furniture in your house to telling someone how many siblings you have, knowing how to use cardinal numbers is an essential language skill. Learning how to write and pronounce cardinal numbers is relatively straightforward since we use Arabic numerals to write them. The pronunciation differs depending on the number, but once you learn the sound of each number, you'll be able to pronounce them with ease. Finally, it's important to know when and how to use cardinal numbers. Common uses for cardinal numbers include counting, as well as measuring quantity, distance, and time. Being able to use cardinal numbers is essential in everyday life, from grocery shopping to planning a trip. Ordinal numbers in English. Ordinal numbers in English refer to the order or position of things or people. They are used when discussing ranks, positions, and sequences. Unlike cardinal numbers, ordinal numbers add the suffix th to all numbers other than 1, which uses the suffix st. Examples of ordinal numbers include second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and so on. To write and pronounce ordinal numbers, first write the cardinal number and then add the appropriate suffix. For example, to write 9, start with 9 and add th to the end. To pronounce it, stress the second syllable and elongate the vowel sound, ninth. It is important to use ordinal numbers instead of cardinal numbers when discussing hierarchy or position. For example, when discussing first, second, or third place in a race, or the order of a list of things, ordinal numbers should be used. Remember, when in doubt, cardinal numbers are used for counting and ordinal numbers are used for positions and rankings. The key differences between ordinal and cardinal numbers. It's essential to understand the differences between the two types of numbers because they're used differently in everyday conversation. The most significant difference between ordinal and cardinal numbers is that ordinal numbers describe the order or position of something in a series, while cardinal numbers describe the quantity of things. Word order is critical when using ordinal numbers, as they always follow a noun rather than preceding it. For example, you would say first place instead of place first. Ordinal numbers are used to describe rankings, positions, and dates. For example, I finished in second place, or the 3rd of October. On the other hand, cardinal numbers are used to describe quantities, such as, I have 3 pens, or, there are 5 apples on the table. They are used when counting, measuring, and referring to time and money. For example, I ran for 3 hours, or, a dozen eggs cost $10. It's crucial to use the correct type of number in conversation to avoid confusion and misunderstandings. So, when describing something's position or rank, use ordinal numbers. And when referring to a quantity of something, use cardinal numbers. With this understanding, you'll be better equipped to navigate English conversations with ease. Common English expressions using cardinal and ordinal numbers. Cardinal and ordinal numbers are used in everyday English expressions to describe a multitude of things. They are used to count, measure, tell time, and even describe currency. Here are some common examples. Counting and measuring. Cardinal numbers are used to count things like the number of apples in a basket or the number of steps in a staircase. They are also used to measure distances, weights, and sizes. For example, I need 2 cups of sugar for this recipe, or, my room is 12 feet by 15 feet. Dates and times. Cardinal numbers are used to state the day of the month or the year. Ordinal numbers are used to state the position of the day or the month. For example, my birthday is on November 10th, or, today is the 1st of January. Money and currency. Cardinal numbers are used to state the value of money and currency. For example, I have $4 in my wallet, or, the exchange rate is €1 equals 1.2 US. Remember, the key to using both cardinal and ordinal numbers correctly is understanding the context and what you want to communicate. So, get comfortable with these numbers, and you won't have any trouble communicating effectively in English. When to use contracted forms of ordinal numbers. As you may have noticed, some ordinal numbers are often contracted in everyday speech. For example, instead of saying, I arrived on the 21st of May, you might hear someone say, I arrived on the 21st. Explanation of contracted forms. These contracted forms are a way of simplifying language and making it more efficient. They are often used in casual conversations and can help to speed up communication. Examples of contracted forms. Here are some more examples of contracted ordinal numbers in everyday use. 1. She was born on the 5th of March. She was born on the 5th of March. 2. Can you meet me on the 1st of January? Can you meet me on the 1st of January? It's important to note that contracted ordinal numbers are generally only used in informal settings. In more formal situations, it's best to use the full form of the number. If you're unsure whether to use a contracted ordinal number or the full form, it's always better to err on the side of caution and use the full form. Conclusion. Key takeaways from this comprehensive guide include the definition and examples of cardinal and ordinal numbers, when to use them, and how to write and pronounce them. We also explored common English expressions using cardinal and ordinal numbers, as well as when to use contracted forms of ordinal numbers. To improve your English skills, practice using these numbers in everyday conversations. Remember that while learning a new language can be challenging, incorporating humor, sarcasm, and personality can make it fun and engaging. Keep practicing and you'll be an expert in no time. Mastering the English Alphabet, Essential ESL Lessons. Introduction. The English alphabet. It's like a big box of assorted chocolates, except instead of getting to choose your favorites, you're stuck with all 26 letters. But hey, don't worry, because I'm here to guide you through mastering this quirky collection of characters in your ESL lessons. First things first, let's cover the basics. The English alphabet consists of 27 letters, with 5 of them being vowels, A, E, I, O, U, and the remaining 21 letters being consonants. Now, don't even get me started on those sneaky digraphs, pairs of letters that make a single sound, like CH and TH. They like to pretend they're separate letters, but let's not be fooled. Ever wondered why we call the letter B, B? Or why M is called M and not E? Well, the English language likes to keep us guessing. There's no logical explanation for those naming choices, it's just the way things are. The basics of the English alphabet. The basics of the English alphabet. The English alphabet, the backbone of the English language, is a fascinating subject to dive into. It consists of 27 letters, and in case you were wondering, that's the same number of candles on my last birthday cake. Seriously, who needs a million letters when you can get your point across with just 27, right? Let's talk about the cool kids first, the vowels. A, E, I, O, and U are the stars of the show. They bring the melody, the rhythm, and the flow to our language. Without them, our words would be as dry as a stale biscuit. The consonants, on the other hand, are the supporting cast. They add the spice and the flavor to the mix. But wait, there's more. Introducing our sneaky partners, the digraphs. They're like the secret agents of the alphabet, disguising themselves as 2 letters to make different sounds. We've got CH, C, CK, GH, ING, PH, Q, RH, SC, SH, TH, T, WH, WR, and ZH. They make our lives more interesting, and they make spelling bees a whole lot harder. Unveiling the Old English Alphabet. Unveiling the Old English Alphabet. The Old English Alphabet, a hidden treasure buried under the layers of time. It's like raiding your grandparents' attic and stumbling upon their 1950s record collection. You're not quite sure what to make of it, but it's definitely intriguing. Let's start with the basics. The Old English alphabet consisted of 29 letters. That's right, 29. It's like they couldn't make up their minds on which letters to include, so they just threw them all in there and hoped for the best. Among these 29 letters were the familiar ones we know today, like A, B, C, and so on. But there were also some unusual characters that seemed to have wandered in from a different dimension. The shape and sound of letters. First off, let's talk about variations in letter shape. Did you know that the exact shape of printed letters can vary depending on the typeface? It's true. So don't be surprised if the letter A in one font looks like a skinny stick figure, while in another font it looks like a curvy diva. Handwritten letters also have their own unique shapes, which can vary between individuals. We all know that vowels are the cool kids on the block, right? They are the letters A, E, I, O, and U. Without them, words would sound like a cacophony of consonants. But let's not forget the unsung heroes, the consonants. They bring structure and rhythm to our language. Conclusion. Let's recap the key takeaways, shall we? Firstly, we learned that the English alphabet consists of 26 letters. But did you know that out of these 26, only 5 are vowels? Yes, that's right. A, E, I, O, and U make up the vowel clan, while the remaining 21 letters are always stuck being consonants. We discovered that the English language is full of sneaky partners called digraphs. These pairs of letters, like CH, shish, and TH, work together to create specific sounds. Now you're well equipped to navigate the alphabetic maze of English with ease. Happy reading and writing! Exploring months and days. Introduction. Learning months and days may seem like a trivial task, but believe me, it's important. Who wants to be that person who doesn't know the difference between Wednesday and Thursday? Nobody, that's who. So buckle up, because we're about to dive into the wild world of months and days. Why learning months and days is important. Understanding the calendar is crucial for everyday life. Imagine trying to plan a birthday party without knowing the months or forgetting what day it is and missing your important meeting. Fun ways to teach months and days. Let's make learning months and days fun and engaging. How about creating a catchy song to help remember the months? Or turning them into a game where you have to match the month with its corresponding holiday? The possibilities are endless when it comes to making learning enjoyable. Months of the year and days of the week. January, February, March. Wait, why do they have such weird names? Months have a fascinating history behind their names. From Roman emperors to ancient gods, each month has its own unique story. From Norse gods to Roman mythology, each day has its own epic tale. Here are the months. January, the first month of the year. February, the second month of the year, and it's known for Valentine's Day. March, the month that often marks the beginning of spring. April, known for April Fool's Day and the arrival of warmer weather in many places. May, a beautiful month when flowers bloom and Mother's Day is celebrated. June, the start of summer, with longer days and warmer temperatures. July, the month when many people celebrate Independence Day in the United States. August, a hot summer month in the Northern Hemisphere. September, the beginning of autumn in many places. October, known for Halloween and the changing colors of the leaves. November, the month when Thanksgiving is celebrated in the United States. December, the last month of the year, known for Christmas and New Year's Eve. Days of the week. Sunday, the first day of the week. Monday, the second day of the week. Tuesday, the third day of the week. Wednesday, the middle of the week. Thursday, the fifth day of the week. Friday, the day that many people look forward to as the start of the weekend. Saturday, the last day of the week and a popular day for leisure activities. Common phrases. What day is it today? To ask about the current day of the week. Today is Monday. To respond with the current day. I was born in March. To express the month of your birth. My favorite month is July because of the warm weather. To talk about your favorite month. We're planning to meet on Friday. To schedule an event on a specific day. The event is on the 15th of November. To specify a date within a month. Combining months and days. Talking about dates. Learn how to talk about specific dates using months and days. For example, my birthday is on October 15th. Daily schedules. Describe your daily routine using the days of the week. For instance, on Monday, I have classes. On Friday, I go to the gym. Planning and appointments. Practice making plans or scheduling appointments using both months and days. Let's meet on March 3rd at 2 p.m. Special occasions. Discuss holidays and special events that happen in specific months and on particular days, such as New Year's Day on January 1st or Thanksgiving on the fourth Thursday of November. Practical exercises. Use a calendar to identify and discuss dates, important events, and holidays. This hands-on approach can help reinforce your understanding. Memory aids. Consider using rhymes, songs, or visual aids to help remember the months and days of the week more easily. Practice writing. Write sentences and paragraphs about your plans, daily routines, or special occasions, incorporating months and days for practice. Activities to practice months and days. Learning is all about practice, practice, practice. So let's mix it up and try some exciting activities to reinforce what we've learned. How about creating a calendar and filling in the days and months? Or role-playing different scenarios and asking each other what day it is. With these activities, you'll become a months and days master in no time. Remember that consistent practice is essential when learning a new language. You can use these lessons as a starting point and gradually build your proficiency in using months and days in English through regular practice and conversation. Advisor versus advisor. How to choose the right word. There's not much difference, actually. Much like toward and towards, the words advisor and advisor often pose some common conundrums. Do the two different, but correct, spellings of the same word convey subtly different meanings? And even if both are technically correct, is one more appropriate than the other in certain circumstances? Both advisor and advisor are examples of a category of nouns called agent nouns, nouns that refer to someone or something that performs the action of a verb and typically end in either or, like worker or detector. So, even though a person who writes is a writer, a person who dances is a dancer, and a person who wanders is a wanderer, a person who advises can be an advisor or an advisor. If their meaning is the same, how do you decide whether to use advisor or advisor? While both spellings are acceptable, both are not equally preferred. How to use advisor. Both advisor and advisor refer to one who advises or gives advice to others. Advisor, with the or ending, is of Latin origin. Often, you'll see this spelling used in more formal contexts, government, job titles, or academic work. Advisor is more heavily used, both in titles and otherwise, in scholarly and academic texts throughout the English-speaking world. This may be due to the fact that the or suffix is commonly used with verbs that have a Latin origin. There is a largely unproven theory that due to its origin, advisor denotes a more formal tone than advisor, thus making it better suited for use in academic writing. The Virginia Tech University Style Guide, for example, recommends the use of advisor, as it is used more commonly in academe, adding that advisor is acceptable in releases going to organizations that follow AP, Associated Press, style. Although advisor is the heavily preferred spelling outside of North America, in the United States and Canada, advisor is often used as part of official job titles such as financial advisor or academic advisor. Advisor also appears to be preferred by the U.S. government, as in National Security Advisor and Veterans Preference Advisor. Again, however, this is a preference, not a rule, as advisor is often used in titles too. How to use advisor. The word advisor, ending with is of English origin. Overall, there appears to be a preference for the use of advisor in English. According to the Oxford English Dictionary, advisor appears more often than advisor. As a result, English language usage guides, such as Garner's Modern American Usage, list advisor as the recommended, but not mandatory, spelling, with advisor as a variant. However, the Associated Press Stylebook requires advisor. Both forms of the word first appeared in English texts written between 1605 and 1615. However, it is believed that advisor had been commonly used for several years before advisor first appeared, perhaps contributing to its wider range of acceptance today. Brief history of advisor and advisor. While literary evidence suggests that advisor was used first, both spellings were being used, apparently with little or no controversy, as early as the 1500s. The or suffix comes from Latin, while has Germanic roots. Both the advisor and advisor have been used to describe individuals with more and deeper knowledge and understanding of specific areas, often including people possessing cross-functional and multidisciplinary expertise. Both spellings are commonly used in job titles today. For example, doctors, actors, and directors use the or like advisors, while teachers, builders, and farmers all use the same ending as advisors. There are even discrepancies between similar job descriptions, translators and interpreters, or writers and authors, for example. However, dictators always have been and always will be dictators. Examples. Following are a couple of examples of both spellings in common use. On dorm move-in day, freshmen will meet the resident advisor, who will help the students acclimate to their new home. As you approach retirement, you should meet with a financial advisor periodically to keep your money properly diversified. As stated, the words are interchangeable in meaning, so there are generally no negative ramifications in using either one, unless you're following a particular style guide in your work or are in a regulatory environment. A couple of additional examples. The President's National Security Advisor informed him of the current situation. President Obama named Susan Rice to the post of National Security Advisor. If you're writing an article for a newspaper or magazine that follows AP style, use the more common advisor, according to the stylebook's entry for the generic word usage. But if you're referring to a person's company conferred job title, defer to the company's spelling of the word. How to remember the difference. Fortunately, you don't have to remember the difference between the two words because they mean the same thing. Just be aware of the preference of whomever you're writing for or how a person's title is noted in his or her official job description. Because neither advisor nor advisor is grammatically wrong, usage of the two words really comes down to a matter of choice, with a caveat. They should be used consistently. With few exceptions, they shouldn't both be used in the same document. Exceptions to consistency. Those few exceptions to consistency in a single document include usage in proper names and titles and in quotations. When used in proper names and titles, advisor and advisor should always be spelled as they are in the title. In the President's Council of Economic Advisors, for example, use of advisor would be incorrect. Similarly, when quoting text from another document, advisor and advisor should be spelled as they are in the source. One rule: advisor as an adjective. Although advisor is the generally preferred spelling when the word is used as a noun, the adjectival form of advisor is correctly spelled advisory. For example, as a noun, I work as an advisor for my company. As an adjective, I will be working for the firm in an advisory capacity. This may contribute to the confusion surrounding advisor versus advisor. However, while either advisor or advisor can be used in most cases, advisory is the only correct adjectival spelling. Advisory isn't even a word. Adjectives and adverbs, a guide to usage. Adjectives and adverbs are parts of speech and are used to provide additional information about other words. Adjectives and adverbs are also known as content words because they provide important information in sentences. Sometimes students are not sure when to use an adverb or an adjective. This short guide provides an overview and rules for using both adjectives and adverbs. Adjectives. Adjectives modify nouns and can be used a few different ways in a sentence. In their simplest form, they are placed directly before a noun. Tom is an excellent singer. I bought a comfortable chair. She's thinking about buying a new house. Adjectives are also used in simple sentences with the verb to be. In this case, the adjective describes the subject of the sentence. Jack is happy. Peter was very tired. Mary'll be excited when you tell her. Adjectives are used with sense verbs or verbs of appearance: feel, taste, smell, sound, appear and seem, to modify the noun which comes before the verb. The fish tasted awful. Did you see Peter? He seemed very upset. I'm afraid the meat smelled rotten. Adverbs. Adverbs modify verbs, adjectives, or other adverbs. They are easily recognized because they end in -ly. They are often used at the end of a sentence to modify the verb. Jack drove carelessly. Tom played the match effortlessly. Jason complained about his classes constantly. Adverbs are used to modify adjectives. They seemed extremely satisfied. She paid increasingly high prices. Adverbs are also used to modify other adverbs. The people in the line moved incredibly quickly. She wrote the report unusually neatly. Confusing adjectives and adverbs. As you may have noticed, adverbs often end in -ly. In fact, you can often change an adjective into an adverb by simply adding -ly. For example, slow, slowly, careful, carefully, patient, patiently. However, there are a number of adjectives that also end in -ly, which can be confusing. For example, it was a chilly afternoon in the country. Alice has curly red hair. There are many friendly people in Portland. What a lovely surprise to see you again. Adjectives and adverbs with the same form. There are a number of adjectives and adverbs that have the same form, which can confuse non-native English speakers. The two most common are hard and fast. Other words that can function as both adverbs and adjectives include easy, fair, and just. Adjective: she had a hard time at school. Adverb: she works very hard at her job. Adjective: he said it was an easy test. Adverb: please take it easy and relax. Adjective: he is a just man. Adverb: I just missed the bus.
A list of interjections in English.
Holy cow!
101 English interjections and exclamations.
Oh! Ack! Yikes!
No doubt, anyone familiar with comic books is well versed in these pithy little utterances. Interjections, or, as they're sometimes, somewhat misleadingly, called, exclamations, are words or short phrases that stand apart from the rest of a sentence grammatically or appear on their own without a subject and verb. Interjections may also be hollow phrases. Because they're often used to exclaim, interjections often pack an emotional punch that can make fictional dialogue more realistic.
Key takeaways: interjections.
Interjections are short phrases often used to exclaim. They can stand on their own as sentences. Interjections are the outlaws of English grammar, as illustrated in this writer's other interjections piece. Interjections usually stand apart from normal sentences, defiantly maintaining their syntactic independence.
Yeah!
They aren't marked inflectionally for grammatical categories such as tense or number. No siree. And because they show up more frequently in spoken English than in writing, most scholars have chosen to ignore them. 101 Interjections. As you read through this list, see if you can pick out the interjections that have more than one meaning or can be used in more than one way. Additional spellings or usages are listed in parentheses. 1. I don't know if that's true. 2. Aha! I figured it out. 3. Ahem. Could you boys stop talking so we could get on with class, please? 4. Alas, it was not to be. 5. Amen, hallelujah, amen. 6. Do we have to? 7. You two are dating? Awesome. 8. That's so cute. 9. You've got to get up close like this and bada bing. You blow their brains all over your nice Ivy League suit. From The Godfather, 1972. 10. Bah, humbug. 11. Oh, baloney. I don't believe that. 12. Big deal. Who cares? 13. Bingo. Right on target. 14. Boo. Scared you. 15. That makes me sad. Boo-hoo. 16. Yeah, I aced this test. Boo-yah. 17. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. That's heavy, man. 18. Bravo. That was fantastic. 19. Brilliant, love, absolutely brilliant. British English. 20. Brr. Minus 30 degrees? Yuck, 21. Bull. It's not 30 below zero, not really. "22. Bye. See you later." 23. Cheers, mate. You're welcome. British English. Cheers. Raise a toast. American English. 24. Come on. Hurry up. 25. Oh. Wow. That is so cool. 26. Cowabunga, dude. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. 27. Dang it. Where'd I put that? 28. Darn it. I can't find the other one either. "29. Oh, dear me. What are we going to do?" 30. Duck. No, really. Get down. 31. Well, duh. I can't believe you didn't know that. 32. Hey. What? 33. Enjoy. I hope you like it. 34. Party time. Excellent. Wayne's World. 35. Fabulous. That's just wonderful. 36. Fantastic. I just love it. 37. Fiddle-dee-dee. War, war, war. This war talk's spoiling all the fun at every party this spring. I get so bored I could scream. Gone with the Wind. 38. Finally. I never thought that'd be done. 39. Oh, for heaven's sake, don't you know your Bible? Little House on the Prairie. 40. 4. Look out. In golf. 41. Foul. In baseball, the ball went out of bounds, otherwise an infraction. 42. Freeze. Stop right there. 43. Well, gee whiz, Pa. Why do I have to do that? 44. Giddy up, silver. Go, horse, go. 45. Golly, that sure was tasty. 46. Goodbye, see you again soon. 47. Good grief, Charlie Brown. Peanuts. 48. Good heavens. How did that happen? 49. Whatever I feel like I want to do, gosh. Napoleon Dynamite. 50. Great. I'm so excited you'll come along. 51. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Great balls of fire, Jerry Lee Lewis. 52. Ha ha. That's funny. 53. Glory be to God, hallelujah. 54. Oh, heavens. How could you think that? 55. Hi ho neighbor. How are you? 56. Hello. How are things with you? 57. Help. I need somebody. Help. The Beatles. 58. Hey. Look over there. 59. Hi. What's up? 60. We won. On the count of 3, everyone. Hip, hip hooray. Hip, hip, hooray. 61. Let me think about that for a bit. 62. Ho ho ho, Merry Christmas. 63. Holy mackerel. I can't believe it. 64. Ho hum. How boring. 65. Hooray. That's awesome. 66. Howdy, partner. 67. Ha. I have no idea. 68. Ick. How gross. 69. Indeed. I'll bet you didn't know that. 70. Geez, do we really have to go through this now? 71. Kaboom! It blew up. 72. And Batman hit the evildoer. Kapow! 73. Oh lordy, lordy, look who's 40. 74. Mamma mia, let me go. Bohemian Rhapsody, Queen. 75. Man, that's unbelievable. 76. Marvelous. Oh honey, that's just wonderful. 77. My! I never once thought of it, Huck. The Adventures of Tom Sawyer. 78. My goodness, isn't that just grand? 79. Nah, it'll never work. 80. Thank you. No problem. 81. No way. I can't believe it. 82. Nope. I can't do that. 83. Nuts. I wish I didn't have to. 84. Oh. That's shocking. 85. Okay, sounds great. Thank you. 86. Ouch. That hurt. 87. Ow. That stung. 88. Would you help me, please? 89. Poof. She just disappeared. 90. Shush. Quiet in the library. 91. Super. That's fantastic. 92. Swell. How great. 93. You're welcome. 94. Well, I just don't know about that. 95. Well, whoop-de-doo. Sarcasm. I so don't care. 96. Woo-hoo. That's fantastic. 97. Wow. I love it. 98. Yabba-dabba-doo. The Flintstones. 99. Well, we were engaged to be married. We bought the wedding invitations. And, Yada yada yada, I'm still single. Seinfeld. 100.
Yippee!
That's exciting.
101.
Yummy. I love chocolate cake. Single or double duty parts of speech. Interjections have traditionally been treated as one of the 8 parts of speech, or word classes. But it's worth keeping in mind that many interjections can do double or triple duty as other parts of speech. For instance, when a word such as boy or awesome appears by itself, often followed by an exclamation point in writing, it functions as an interjection. Boy! You have an answer for everything. The crew chief handed me my first paycheck. Awesome! I said. But when that same word shows up syntactically integrated into a sentence, it usually operates as a different part of speech. In the following examples, boy is a noun, and awesome is an adjective. The boy ate a Snickers bar. Seeing the northern lights for the first time was an awesome experience. Words that are used only as interjections are called primary interjections, while words that also belong to other word classes are called secondary interjections. Oh! Here's something else to look out for. The meanings of interjections sometimes change depending on the context in which they're used. The word "oh," for example, may indicate surprise, disappointment, or delight. Oh!
I didn't see you sitting there.
Oh! I was hoping you could stay for a while. Oh! I'm so glad you came. Asking and giving directions in English. These dialogues focus on asking for and giving directions. Practice these English dialogues that give directions to different locations in a city. Once you feel comfortable with the vocabulary, ask for directions in your city with a partner or a classmate. Pretend you are traveling in your city. Key grammar points to remember. Imperative form. You should use the imperative form when providing directions. The imperative form is comprised of only the verb without any subject, and it tells someone directly what to do. Here are some examples of the imperative from the dialogue. Take the blue line. Continue going straight. Change to the gray line. While you would not use the imperative form in normal polite speech as it is considered too abrupt, it is appropriate when providing asked for guidance. Asking questions using how. How combines with many adjectives to ask information about details. Here are some common questions with how. How long? Used to ask about the length of time. How much or many? Used to ask about price and quantity. How often? Used to ask about repetition.
Key vocabulary words and phrases related to directions.
There are a few important grammar and vocabulary points to remember when asking for and giving directions. Take a right. Left. Got it. I understand. Do you understand? Go straight. Opposite. Take the first. Second. Third. Right.
Go right, left.
Straight at the light. Corner. Stop sign. Continue straight on. Turn right. Left at the light. Corner. Stop sign. Get on the bus. Subway at 12th Avenue.
Whitman Street.
Yellow Lane.
Follow the signs for the museum.
Exhibition Center. Exit. Common questions when asking for directions. Is it far? Is it close? How far is it? How close is it? Could you please give me directions? Where is the nearest bank? Supermarket. Gas station? Where can I find a bookstore? Restaurant. Bus stop. Restroom? Is the museum? Bank. Department store near here? Practice dialogue. Taking the subway. Linda, do you know how to get to Samson's and Company? I've never been there before. Are you driving or taking the subway? The subway. Take the blue line from 14th Avenue, and change to the gray line at Andrew Square. Get off at 83rd Street. Just a moment, Let me write this down. Take the blue line from 14th Avenue and change to the gray line at Andrew Square. Get off at 83rd Street. Got it? Yes, thanks. Now, once I get to Andrew Square, how do I proceed? Once you are on 83rd Street, go straight, past the bank. Take the second left and continue going straight. It's across the street from Jack's Bar. Can you repeat that? Once you are on 83rd Street, go straight, past the bank. Take the second left and continue going straight. It's across the street from Jack's Bar. Thanks, Linda. How long does it take to get there? It takes about a half hour. When is your meeting?
It's at 10 a.m. I'll leave at 9:30.
That's a busy time. You should leave at 9. Okay. Thanks, Linda. Not at all.
Practice dialogue, taking directions over the telephone.
Hello. This is Doug.
Hi, Doug.
This is Susan. Hi, Susan. How are you? I'm fine. I have a question. Do you have a moment? Certainly. How can I help you? I'm driving to the conference center later today. Could you give me directions?
Sure.
Are you leaving home? Yes. Okay.
Take a left onto Bethany Street and drive to the freeway entrance.
Take the freeway toward Portland. How far is it to the conference center from my home? It's about 20 miles. Continue on the freeway to exit 23. Take the exit and turn right onto Broadway at the stoplight. Let me repeat that. Take the freeway to exit 23 and turn right onto Broadway. That's right. Continue on Broadway for about 2 miles and then turn left onto 16th Avenue.
Okay. On 16th Avenue, take the second right into the conference center.
Oh, that's easy. Yes, it's very easy to get to. How long does it take to get there?
If there's no traffic, about 25 minutes. In heavy traffic, it takes about 45 minutes.
I'm leaving at 10 in the morning, so the traffic shouldn't be so bad. Yes, that's right. Can I help you with anything else? No, that's it. Thanks for your help. Okay. Enjoy the conference. Thanks, Doug. Bye. Practice dialogue, directions to the museum. On the street corner. Excuse me, can you help me? I'm lost. Certainly, where would you like to go? I'd like to go to the museum, but I can't find it. Is it far? No, not really. It's about a 5-minute walk. Maybe I should call a taxi.
No, it's very easy.
Really?
Pointing, I can give you directions.
Thank you. That's very kind of you. Not at all.
Now, go along this street to the traffic lights.
Do you see them? Yes, I can see them. Right, at the traffic lights, turn left into Queen Mary Avenue.
Queen Mary Avenue.
Right. Go straight. Take the second left and enter Museum Drive. Okay. Queen Mary Avenue, straight on and then the third left, Museum Drive. No, it's the second left. Ah, right. The second street on my left. Right.
Just follow Museum Drive and the museum is at the end of the road.
Great. Thanks again for your help. Not at all. Practice dialogue, directions to a supermarket. Could you go to the supermarket and buy some food? There's nothing to eat in the house. Sure, but I don't know the way. We've just moved in. I'll give you directions. Not to worry. Thanks. At the end of the street, take a right. Then drive 2 miles to White Avenue. After that, it's another mile to. Let me write this down. I won't remember it. Okay. First, take a right at the end of the street. Got it. Next, drive 2 miles to White Avenue. 2 miles to White Avenue. After that, take a left onto 14th Street. Left onto 14th Street. The supermarket is on the left, next to the bank. How far is it after I turn onto 14th Street? It's not far, maybe about 200 yards.
Okay. Great.
Is there anything special you want? No. Just the usual. Well, if you could get some beer, that would be great.
Okay. Just this once.
A drink at the bar. Dialogue and vocabulary for ESL learners. There are a number of phrases used when drinking at a bar or pub, or in a private home. Here are some of the most common to start off the evening.
Cheers.
Here's to your health. Bottoms up, informal, used with shots. Prost, salut. Sometimes people use foreign expressions with the same meaning. These are more idiomatic ways to say, cheers. Here's mud in your eye. Here's to your health. Down the hatch. Bottoms up. Toasting someone or something. It's also common to use the phrase, here's to, or, a toast to, and include the name of the person or thing you are toasting. In more formal occasions, we also use the phrase, I'd like to make a toast to, and include the name of the person or thing you are toasting, as well as include a wish beginning with, may he, she, it. Here's to our new contract. Here. A toast to Mary.
Cheers.
I'd like to make a toast to Jim. May he live long and prosper. May he live long and prosper.
Idiomatic phrases.
There are a number of idiomatic phrases that are used when drinking, of course. A number of these expressions are slang, others are more common. Be on the wagon equals to not be drinking, trying not to drink alcohol. Be pissed as a newt equals to be very drunk. Paint the town red equals to go to different bars, drink and have a good time in a city. Wet your whistle equals to have a drink. Be 3 sheets to the wind equals to be very drunk. Be under the influence equals to feel the alcohol, usually meaning to be drunk. Examples. Let's paint the town red tonight. I'm afraid I'm on the wagon this week. I need to lose some weight.
I'd like to wet my whistle.
Is there a bar anywhere near here? How to say someone is drunk. Any of these words below can be used to describe someone who is very drunk. Tipsy, on the other hand, means to feel the alcohol, but not be very drunk.
Plastered.
Hammered. Wasted. Pissed. Inebriated. Examples. Jim was plastered at the party last night. Don't come home pissed. Wow, man, you're hammered. I'm feeling a little tipsy tonight. Other words for drinking. To quaff equals to drink, old-fashioned. To gulp equals to drink very quickly, often used with beer. To drink like a fish equals to drink a lot of alcohol. To sip equals to take small drinks of something, often used with wine or cocktails. Examples. He quaffed his drink while chatting with his mates. I gulped down a beer after I finished mowing the lawn. Jim drinks like a fish. Acronyms. DUI equals driving under the influence, used as a criminal charge. BYOB equals bring your own bottle, used when telling someone to bring alcohol to a party. Examples. Peter was arrested on a DUI. The party is BYOB, so bring anything you want to drink. Other words used with alcohol. When ordering wine, you can ask for a glass of red, white, or rosé. A cocktail is a mixed drink, often made with strong liquor and fruit juice or another mixer. Liquor is strong alcohol such as vodka, gin, or tequila. A house or well drink is a cheaper brand sold by the bar or restaurant. Pint is a measurement used with beer. A shot is used with straight alcohol, not mixed. Draft beer is pulled from the tap, as opposed to coming from a bottle or a can. Booze, hair of the dog, the sauce are all idiomatic names for hard liquor. Hangover refers to the headache a person gets the morning after drinking heavily. A practiced dialogue between a bartender and a customer. After a stressful day, Mr. Jackson relaxes at the bar. The bartender, Mark, responds to a few complaints while he serves Mr. Jackson his favorite cocktail. Bartender, could I have a drink? What's taking so long? Excuse me, sir. Yes, what can I get you? I'd like a whiskey sour. Certainly, sir, I'll get that straight away. What a day. My feet are aching. Where's an ashtray? Here you go, sir. Did you have a busy day? Yes, I had to walk all over town to get to meetings. I'm exhausted. I'm sorry to hear that, sir. Here's your drink. That should help. Takes a long sip. That's what I needed. Much better. Do you have any snacks? Certainly, here are some peanuts and some savory crackers, and a napkin. Could I have a stir stick? Coming up. Here you are. Thanks. You know, I'm sorry to say this, but these snacks are awful. I'm terribly sorry about that, sir. What seems to be the matter? The peanuts are stale. I apologize, sir. I'll open a fresh can immediately. Thanks. Sorry to be in such a bad mood. That's quite all right. Can I get you another drink? This one's on the house. That's kind of you. Yes, I'll have another whiskey sour. Right away, sir. Do you have any preferences on the whiskey?
What's that bottle over there?
That's Jack Daniels, aged 12 years. That sounds good. I'd also like to smoke. Is that possible? Unfortunately, we don't allow smoking in the bar. You'll have to step outside. No worries. I can wait. So how long have you worked at this bar? It's been about 3 years now. I love the challenges of this job. Please, like, share, subscribe.